Evanston's new fiscal year started this week, which means that the budget cuts that the City Council approved last week are now in effect. What were some of the most controversial things on the budget agenda this cycle?
I would say the most controversial topic that they discussed, at the very least, was definitely the branch libraries, because a ton of aldermen, especially Ann Rainey and Colleen Burris, were really against the branch libraries, and they said that it was not a necessity, it was just a luxury, but because of the huge mobilization of the community, there's even an entire grassroots organization formed called branchlove.org. A lot of other aldermen fought to keep the branch libraries alive, and they're staying alive for at least 6 months.
And what were some of the things that didn't have to be cut at all?
Some of the things that didn't have to be cut were the dental clinic, which is really important since it serves 1,000 kids a year, and there's no alternative for that, none that the City Council could find. Something else that they kept was the ecology center for a similar reason, because it's the only ecology center in this area, and it actually serves more than just Evanston. And then something else that they kind of saved was the Evanston Community Media Center, because they only cut $150,000 instead of $200,000.
And what about the city's payroll, since a lot of people are upset about that?
Yeah, definitely. They cut 50 positions, but that only affected about just over 30 people, since a lot of those positions were vacant. But the thing about those positions is that several of them were really senior. Several of them had worked for the city for over 20 years, and it was kind of controversial because some of the people who had worked for the city for a long time, especially executive secretaries, they got cut even though they're senior because they don't belong to the union, so that was a little controversial.
So it seems like the city has a lot of long-standing financial woes. What's next for City Council?
And it's funny that you ask that, because there are a lot of revenue projections out right now that's part of the budget that helps balance the budget, because there's a new fee involving yard waste and garbage collection. And those revenue projections, according to some City Council members, are way too generous. And what Wally Bobquitz, our city manager, said is that he's going to come back in 60 days and say, hey, actually our revenue projections were not exactly spot on. We have to cut more, and so that's a possibility.
Well, Brittney, that was really informative. Thanks for chatting with me tonight.
Anytime, Natalie.